I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTP Sports. I'm right over here. Why don't you see me? Oh. Phillies win. Phillies sweep out those Miami Marlins. Whoo! Oh boy. Oh boy. If you joined the watch party tonight, I appreciate you all for doing that. Welcome back to the recap now of this Phillies 7-1 victory over the Miami Marlins to sweep them out of Philadelphia. Miami never stood a chance. They never stood a chance. They never stood a chance in South Philly. They never did. They were overmatched. They were completely overmatched. And the Phillies proved it to them these two games. Zack Wheeler, last night, was amazing. Offense did enough, and the bullpen shut it down. Close game. Nola? Nola tonight. Like I said coming into this series, and like I said yesterday, I gave Nola a complete clean slate. This was a clean slate for Nola. We know how much he struggled in the regular season, the home run ball, the blow-ups, everything like that. He had a good 2 starts closing out the season. Some 6+ inning performances, 0 walks, minimal damage, good strikeout totals. He was really good to close out the year. They added a little slide step to his action. Maybe that makes him panic less when there are base runners on. And what did Nola do tonight? 7 innings. 7 innings. 7 innings. 3 hits. Low strikeouts, 3. Defense helped them a lot. A lot of double plays, a lot of weak contact. Great defense behind it. Basically, the only mistake defensively was a Pache play that he needed to catch. But still, Nola backs Pache up. He gets Birdie in between on the bases, trying to steal third. And Nola, even when he had base runners tonight, Marlins barely hit the ball hard today. It was basically the same exact thing Zack Wheeler from last night. Not a lot of hard contact, and when there were base runners, he got out of those situations. Defense especially helped Nola a lot today. And then the offense, it only took a matter of time. Braxton Garrett was really nasty in the first couple of innings, but the Phillies eventually got to him. They eventually got to him, and it was some fantastic stuff, if I do say so myself. Kyle Schwarber, after a Christian Pache leadoff walk, gets a run home. Then Trey Turner gets him home. And then you go to the rest of the ball game. JT, amazing ball game, solo shot. The ball was absolutely fucking crushed. And then basically just the icing on the cake. Man, this was fantastic. Alec Bohm gets on. Bryce Harper gets on with a walk. JT does get out, but Nick Castellanos, Jake Berger boots a grounder, which probably should have been an inning-ending double play. And then Bryson Stott. Fucking lefty. Are you fucking kidding me, Bryson? He's sitting fastball, first pitch, lefty. What the fuck does he do? He fucking crushes it out of the ballpark. Grand slam. Are you serious? 7-0 lead. Phillies take it from there. Kerkering filthy stuff in his inning of work. I love using Kerkering in that position. Get him some experience. Soto allows a run in the 9th inning, but the game was over by then. If Josh Bell's the only guy doing damage, you're going to win a series. You win 7-1. Soto shuts the door down. You destroyed this team. You took their souls away from them. And yeah, I expressed a little bit of, that doubt in the back of my mind just because of the Phillies' past history with this Miami team in the recent years. But the 2 classes of this team was completely described in these 2 games. It was perfectly described. Miami was not made for this. They were not made for this moment. They were not made to play in this ballpark. Oh, you see the little, chirping and stuff from the Miami Marlins before the game even starts. Luis Ariz says about his family, talking about, oh, my family was not able to come for this wild card series, but they'll be there in the NLDS. Then you get Josh Bell talking about, saying, I can't wait to celebrate on the field. Jazz talking all of his trash before the series and all that stuff, saying how this series is not going to go 3 games. Jazz was awful this series. Jazz was fucking pathetic. He was bad. How many times did that dude strike out? How many times did that dude complain to the umpire? And yes. The umpire was bad. The umpire was bad on both sides. There were some pitches that Aaron Nola got a lot of benefit for, especially one of those innings where he got into a double play to end off the inning. It was one of those the Jesus Sanchez. It was a terrible strike call. It got Sanchez completely out of that at bat. It was bad. It definitely was. But it's bad for both sides. So, can't say anything about it. If he's bad for both sides, can't say any shit about it. I'm sure the Marlins are going to complain about that, but what are you going to do? They're the ones fucking going home. They're the ones packing their bags. They had their nice little, postseason experience, if you ever want to call that. They had their nice little fun. They had their nice little shot. They played a fucking real team in the Phillies. When a atmosphere that fucking matters. And the Phillies fried them up, served them on a silver platter. There you go. And now, you go on to play the Atlanta Braves in the NLDS, a rematch from last year after you kicked their asses in last year's playoffs. I'm sure they're going to want revenge. But, now, there's something special with this Phillies team, boys. There's something special with this Phillies squad. And people will want to, and people are going to say, "Oh, you just played the Marlins. The Marlins are not a good team." Yeah, not a good team. We kicked their asses. Should be afraid of the Braves. I don't care that the Braves were the best team in the National League in Major League Baseball. Go kick their asses. Their pitching is injured. Yeah, they got a dynamic offense. They can hit home runs all over the place. Go kick their asses. You set Ranger up to pitch game 1, and then you got Zack Wheeler pitching game 2, Aaron Nola game 3. And then most likely the game 4, if that's necessary, I would assume would be Christopher Sanchez, and that sets Zack Wheeler up most likely for game 5 because you get that extra day of rest because of the day off in between games 1 and 2. So, yeah, Zack Wheeler would be on normal rest for that. But still, that's still looking way too far ahead, but man. What an awesome series. What an awesome game. What an awesome, awesome game. It never gets old. It never gets old. Everyone does their job. Nola was fucking awesome tonight. Nola was awesome. 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 And that's every wild card series this year did not go to 3 games. Basically, every wild card series felt very heavily favored in the teams that won. Texas destroyed Tampa Bay. Minnesota didn't destroy Toronto, but it still felt like it was heavily favored towards Minnesota. And then Arizona completely just handled Milwaukee's pitching out of nowhere. And the Phillies just completely dominated Miami. So it was just pure dominance in each wild card series. So now you got Phillies, Braves, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Twins, Astros, and Orioles, Rangers for each of the division series. They're all going to start on Saturday. Game 1 for the Phillies will be Saturday. Then Game 2 will happen Monday. They get a day off in between Games 1 and 2. Then I would assume Games 3 and 4 would be next Wednesday and Thursday. Then Game 5, if necessary, would be next Saturday. Game 4 if necessary as well. But, I can't fucking wait, man. I cannot wait. These 2 days off definitely could be needed. They definitely can be needed. Nice to have some days off, but it's going to be freaking anxious waiting for it, man. Anxious waiting for it, man. Man. It just doesn't get old. There's just something about this Phillies squad right now, man. It's just something. When you come into Citizens Bank Park, you don't know what you're coming into. You just don't know. You don't know what you're getting yourself into with this ballpark. 45,000 screaming down your throats, standing for every pitch. Noise every possible second. You can't hear an inch of the person 50 feet away from you. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Oh, man. Is this team going to do it again? Is this team going to bring us on a ride again? Because I'm feeling it. Because I am feeling it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is going to be the series for the ages, this Phillies and Braves series. This is going to be a very fun series. I expect it to be back and forth, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be stressful, but it's going to be fun. Man. Man, oh, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see this Phillies-Braves series upcoming. It's going to be electric. It's going to be so fucking electric, boys. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Saturday. I'm not sure what time it's going to be. I'm sure they haven't even announced it yet. The times, you'll probably find that out tomorrow, even though each series is set at this point. I'm not even sure if they even announced the times. So I got to see. Did he even announce the times yet? I highly doubt it. Like I said, we'll probably find those out on tomorrow, I would assume, since every series is decided right now. So yeah, man. Oh, man. This is going to be unbelievable. This is going to be some unbelievable stuff. So let's go to this game, why don't we? Let's go to this game. Aaron Nola, a couple of 1, 2, 3 innings to start the ball game off in the first and the second inning. Top of the third inning after the birdie double, which was a play that Pache should have made, but Aaron Nola makes right up for it on the play where he tried to go to third base, picked him off easily. Good shit by Nola. Then he gets Stallings to ground out directly right after it. So bottom of the third inning, make him play, make him pay, man. You make him pay for that mistake. Pache leads off with a walk. Schwarber doubles down the right field line, lefty. Like, seriously, lefty. It doesn't fucking matter. It goes off Josh Bell's glove, but he smoked it. Goes all the way down the line. It scores Pache. 1-0 Phillies there. Then Trey Turner with a single and an 0-2 count. Lines it right off Garrett on the mound. Goes in the right field. Schwarber scores because of that. Becomes a 2-0 Phillies lead. Garrett got shook. Garrett, even though he was really good in the first 2 innings, he got shook. He got really shook in that third inning. And, of course, yeah, the Marlins being desperate, they weren't going to take any risks. The first sign that they saw Garrett struggling, they were taking him out of the game. And that's exactly what they did in the bottom of the fourth inning. David Robertson comes in. JT has a nice long at bat. Pitch fucking right down the middle. Out of the fucking ballpark, man. Out of the fucking ballpark. 3-0 Phillies. Aaron Nola, a couple of shutdown innings. Great to see. Top of the fifth inning, he gets into a little bit of trouble. Berger with a single, walks De La Cruz, so you're just thinking to yourself, oh, God, come on, Nola. Come on, Nola. This is the at-bat to Sanchez where he completely took himself out of it because of the umpire being bad at the strike zone. Grounds into a double play on a 0-2 pitch, ends off that jam. Top of the sixth inning, another inning-ending double play for Aaron Nola, which is fucking amazing. Bottom of the sixth, boom, leadoff double. Harper walks. Castellanos safe because of the Berger boots at third base, so you get bases loaded. And fucking Bryson Stott, first pitch sitting, fastball, right down the middle of the plate, lefty, fucking lefty. Out of the ballpark. Out of the fucking ballpark. Woo! Holy hell. Holy hell. All the angles that you see, the ballpark went ballistic. You see that side angle of Stott, the dugout, and the fans all reacting at once. The bat slam from Stott, the reaction from the dugout, and the fans, man. The fucking fans. Amazing. Amazing. 7-0 Phillies lead. Nola gets out of the seventh inning after a leadoff single to Soler. Bottom 7. Nothing really, doesn't really matter. Game's over at this point. Top 8, Kirkering's out there on the mound. Filthy shit. Top 9, Soto allows a run. But it doesn't matter. The celebration, man, by Soto, too, was electric, kind of. It was kind of electric. I love his I loved him getting, that emotion out of him. I love that, honestly. We look at the lineup today. Kyle Schwarber 1 for 4 with an RBI. Trey Turner 2 for 4 with an RBI. Bohm 1 for 4. Bryce Harper didn't get a hit today, but he went 0 for 2 with 2 walks, so he got on base twice. JT 2 for 4 with an RBI and a solo shot. Nick Castellanos was quiet. He goes 0 for 4. Bryson Stott the grand slam 1 for 4 with a 4 RBI. Pache 0 for 3, but he did have that walk that led to the, that breakout inning where he scored 2 runs. Rojas went 0 for 3, but he also did make a very impressive catch. I believe it was in the 8th or the 9th inning. It was off Jazz Chisholm, I believe. It could have been the 7th as well. It could have been the 7th inning. So, yeah, man. Amazing shit. Phillies go 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Nola, unbelievable. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 88 pitches. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Kerkering, beautiful. Soto, he let the run. I don't care. It was game over at that point. It was game over. And now you're set up to play the Atlanta Braves on Saturday. Get some nice rest. 2 days off. NLDS, boys. NLDS. I can't wait for it. I cannot wait for it. Trying to see on Twitter if there's anything here on a post-game from anything. Phillies doing their little bit of a celebration after the game. I love it. And it's good, too, to get a couple of days off after the celebration, so that's nice. Oh, boy. Freaking Stubby going crazy as always. No, not shocked at all. Not shocked. Man. Holy hell. Holy hell. I can't believe it. All the talk that the Marlins did, man. They got fucking destroyed. Man, it's amazing. Trying to see if there's anything here else. Don't think so. You see the reaction from Bohm on the Stott Grand Slam. Fucking amazing shit. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. I love it, boys. 11 more wins. 11 more wins, Topper. That's how many we need. We need 11 more wins, Topper. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Amazing stuff here, boys. Amazing stuff. This team, man. This team. I want to go to the Anytime Hotline. Get to some of you guys there. You can leave those at 215-839-9885. I've been talking all day with the watch party, so I want to listen to you guys for a change. Let's get to Sean here. Let's see. Sean wasn't able to leave a voicemail yesterday, so let's get to Sean.
There's one. Got the job done. Great job by the Phillies in this series. Lots of praise to go around. I mean, of course, it starts with the starting pitching. Both games, Wheeler and Nola came through big time. Bullpen did a great job. I'm glad that Kerkering got an appearance tonight in a non-stressful role. I think it's a good experience for the kid. Feel a little bad for Soto. I think he struck Bell out and got ripped off, and Josh Bell, being the turd in the punch bowl that he is, ruined the shutout. Give it up for guys like Christian Pache. I mean, his walk led to the Phillies' first run. And, his hit the night before, and Rojas, I mean, the unsung guys came through. So now we get what we wanted. It's a heavyweight matchup, the Phillies and the Braves. No secrets between either teams. It should be a hell of a series. I mean, it's truly going to be a heavyweight fight. We'll see who comes through in the end.
I can't wait. Man, 2 days is going to seem like forever. It's going to seem like years upon end. It's going to be the longest 2 days of my life. My God. Oh, I can't wait, boys. I cannot wait for Saturday. I really wish they would announce the times. Like, can it be like a nice afternoon game? afternoon game. You get to do all the stuff early, all that, whatever it is. You're probably not going to, like I said, you're probably not going to find out until tomorrow. And I'm sure with baseball, even though there are, the Dodgers, I think the Phillies and the Braves probably will be the earlier game just because you got Dodgers and Diamondbacks West Coast team. So I'm assuming they're going to keep the Dodgers closer to the night games and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be shocked if that's the case. But yeah, man, that's going to be amazing. That is going to be some amazing stuff. Who knows? Maybe baseball will make it night games just because it's Phillies Braves, but you never know. You never know. But I'm assuming they'll just keep it to, the East Coast gets the early games and the West Coast gets the later games just because of the time difference. That's what I would assume at least, but you never know. And of course, because every series is playing on Saturday, I'm not sure how they're going to do all that stuff, even though it's two different, stations broadcasting it. This year, the NL's on TBS, the AL's on Fox for the first two series, so we'll definitely see how that goes. But man, like I said, these next 2 days is going to feel like forever. It's going to feel like forever. Man, I can't wait, though. I can't wait. Ranger Suarez is most likely set up for Game 1 against Atlanta. I would assume Spencer Strider is the guy for the Braves in Game 1, so I'm not going to be shocked if that's the case. Who else? Did you set up Wheeler for Game 2? Nola Game 3. Wheeler would be set up for Game 2 and Game 5 just because of the extra day of rest there. So, yeah, man. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. I know I have a Braves fan that usually tunes in Chris into the chat, so I'm sure he's going to be popping up, during when we eventually do our series preview. I'll probably do that on Friday. We'll have a nice little day off tomorrow, and then Friday will be the series preview for this. And it also does help, too, since we get the day off on Sunday. We don't have to worry about Phillies playoffs and Eagles on Sunday, so that's actually pretty nice. So I don't have to worry about two things at that point, even though Phillies would probably get the priority, but it's nice to not have to worry about two teams on the same day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Man. They're doing keg stands. Oh my god. Holy shit, they're going crazy, man. They're going crazy. Phillies should be prime time. I wouldn't be shocked if that's the case. But I also wouldn't be shocked if they keep the West Coast teams, closer to the West Coast times. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be shocked if that's the case. So, yeah, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So, before we end off this stream, because I've been talking for so long, for basically 3 hours at this point. What time did the game start? 8:08. It's basically been 3 hours at this point talking straight, so. Man, let's get to the chat here before we end it off. Julian, how you doing, man? Phillies in 4. Like I said, worrying about the Marlins is like worrying about death. Eventually, death happens, just like the series. Phillies in 4 against the Braves. If they beat the Braves again, it shows division winning means nothing, absolutely nothing anymore. Now, with all these days off, Wheeler on Game 2, Nola Game 3, need to steal Game 1 like they did last year in Atlanta. Harper had an ugly series, need to see him this series. Harper will show up. I'm not worried. I think it's just because of the albatross amount of lefties. Basically it. So once Harper, gets into his groove, he'll be fine. He will be fine. It's good that you're seeing, the righties go off. It's good seeing JT go off, Turner go off, and all that stuff. Castellanos got off Game 1. So Bohm's going off. So Schwarber. So basically right now, Harper is the only one that's not really chipping in. So if Harper starts chipping in, like I said, eventually he will. Deadly. And I did say, Julian, that JT needs to be the X factor this playoff, in my opinion, because of the way his season was. If JT goes off, you got some good stuff churning. You definitely do. Sean, how you doing? Great job by the Phillies and the fans. The most electric atmosphere in the MLB postseason, like being at an Eagles game. What did Jeff Passan say it was? It was comparable to like an SEC atmosphere because fans just constantly stand throughout the entire game and just don't stop screaming. Kind of feels like that. This round has been a dud all series sweeps. Oh, yeah. I feel like so far in like all the wild card series since it started, I feel like barely any of them have gone to a Game 3. I feel like majority of them have been sweeps. Game tilted heavily in the Phillies' favor when Birdie got picked off. Yeah, that could have been the case. Because directly the inning right after that, that's when the Phillies took the lead. So, yeah, that's good point there, Sean. Good point. MLB is brain dead and playing all 4 games Saturday, so I'm sure the Phillies will be a day game, which you're telling me people would rather watch any of the other 3 series in prime time over the Phillies series is nuts. Should be a great series. Phillies and Braves. I believe whoever wins this series goes to the World Series. I wouldn't be surprised. Why I feel good about this, why I feel good about where this organization is heading is they have never had so much young and legit talent on the team and in the minors. This could be a long, long run of playoffs. So yeah, Julian. Credit to Dave Dombrowski, dude. That was one of his first things coming into this team. Completely revamping the way they do the prospect system. Brings in Preston Mattingly from the Yankees. He completely redoes everything that they do down there in minor league baseball. It's working dividends for this team right now. It's working dividends. How you doing, David? ESPN announcers were so bad. Ravage said like 10 times Phillies are good with runner in scoring position all year, and he wouldn't stop talking about Stark in the 8th. I mean, who cares? This is why MLB needs to reseed. Phillies and Braves should be the NLCS. See what the superpower of positivity does. I am so positive. I am scared of the Braves, but I'm not giving up any bad vibes. Just mind-boggling the Phillies are not getting any respect. It's wild. Minnesota is the only team behind them with odds to win the World Series. So, yeah. Make them pay, boys. Make them pay. How you doing, Soto? No baseball tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to suck for 2 days. It definitely is. Phillies in 4, NLCS, Phillies in 5, World Series, maybe? Possibly. I would like to see a nice little revenge against the Astros. I would like to see that. Schwarber was FaceTiming with Hoskins. Not worried about the Braves. I agree with that. Star Wars. I saw that Chisholm clip. Guy talked a lot of shit before the series. What a clown. Yeah, he talked so much shit. My brother-in-law and niece were at the game, so it must have been a blast, especially the Stott Grand Slam. Yeah, I'm sure that was. Honestly, the Phillies should start a 3:08 starting time on Saturday. I'm sure they're going to be an afternoon game. I just have that feeling. Sounds familiar. Ranger game 1, Wheeler game 2. Yeah, definitely. Opinions on all 4 teams going 2-0. Boring, honestly. Texas was no match. Well, Tampa Bay was no match for Texas, apparently. Tampa Bay was terrible in that series. Toronto was terrible against Minnesota. And the Brewers were fucking terrible against Arizona, and the Marlins were terrible against the Phillies. Every series was completely one-sided. Hell, like, did anyone expect the Brewers pitching to blow up that badly? Corbin Burns and Peralta? Did anyone expect those guys to blow up that badly? No one did. Everyone kept saying, oh, you got to face the Brewers in a 3-game series with their juggernaut of pitching? No one expected them to get swept. No one. And their pitching blew up, and their offense reverted back to the norm. Offense can't do shit. So there you go. Like a European soccer environment when I went to the last year NLCS. I was there yesterday, man. It was amazing. I could only get lucky if I can get to another playoff game. I would have to ask my cousin, but I don't want to force anything out of him, so I'm sure the next playoff game is his, so I would let him have that. I'm fine watching it from home. I got my playoff game out of me, so I don't mind watching it from home. But it really would be amazing to go there again. It really would be. Jesus, man. Amazing shit. Oh, man. Oh, here's a stat from Bob Nightingale. How ugly has it been for the NL Central in recent years? The last time an NL Central team won a postseason series was in 2019. The division is 2-20 in postseason play since then. Jesus. Milwaukee, every playoffs, and Toronto never do shit. Oh, man. Fun shit, man. Fun stuff. I love it. I love it, boys. I love it. It's amazing shit here, boys. Ah. You know, people are already making shirts about saying if you if you don't get it, then get the fuck out of Philly. I might honestly buy a shirt like that, because that was just an iconic line from Stubbsy. Okay. We're 30 minutes in here. I've been talking for basically 3.5 hours straight. So, with the watch party and all that shit. So, definitely stay tuned for a preview stream. That's most likely going to be Friday night or something like that, since we got 2 days off here. Tomorrow will be at the Flyers' final preseason game, so we'll have a day off for us there. Friday, that'll be the preview series before Saturday's game. And then, recaps on Saturday. Sunday will be Eagles talk. Monday and all that stuff, so on and so forth. So, yeah, definitely stay tuned for all of that. Everyone who joined the watch party live stream during the game, I appreciate you all for doing that, and people that have tuned into the recap right now. Fantastic stuff. Love you guys for it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to drop a like. Seriously, if you're new to the channel and joining, for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Going to be a long playoff run here of recaps and everything like that, so join up. Join up. I would appreciate you for it. And, use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. Try to get yourself some expensive-ass playoff tickets, but I love it. Maybe the $20 helps you avoid the fees. So, yeah, man. Fun stuff, boys. So, great shit. Great shit. We'll be back on Friday for a series preview. But for now, thank you once again, everyone, for